I was an artist for the Air Force for 23 and a half years. And I teach art at Isothermal Community College over here in Columbus. I went with a group to Dollywood when we first got back here. And that was in 2005, I think. Okay, early 2005. And I happened to see one of the Dollywood woodcarvers carving a bust of St. John in the Wilderness. So I was intrigued. I was just like, wow. And I've always liked sculpture anyway, and statues and that sort of thing. Michelangelo is my favorite artist. So I thought, wow, I have got to try that. So my wife and I made a trip down to Hickory, North Carolina, went to a shop called Queen's Course, and we started buying the tools that I would need to start wood carving. The rest, as they say, is history. I taught myself how to carve. I can probably have it done from beginning to end, including staining and everything, probably about 3 hours. Mm-hmm. So 3 to 4 hours, maybe 4 hours. And the only reason it would take that long is because I try to put as much detail into mine as possible. I really like to put even the hairs and the beard and the mustache and the hair, you know, surrounding his face. I like to put all that in. So I do. I spend quite a bit of time. When you look at it and you feel good about it, when you know you can't make it any better, possibly make it any better. The thing about wood carving is you can always take the wood off, but it's hard to put it back on. So you learn to do it in steps. You learn to do it and just do it a little bit at a time, rather than trying to jump in and do it all. You just take it a few steps at a time, and it becomes second nature. You really do learn when you're finished.
Well, I'm just about done with this, I think. You know, it's unlucky to blow on a carving.
Really?
Yeah. We all know it.
Indian chief, just with full headdress, and it's still really rough. There's a lot more work to be done. The feathers take quite a while, and then as you do the headdress, you have to cut it all back in there so you have some three-dimension to it.
I started with a drawing of it that I took from the book, but then changed it as I went along, and you just begin to see the grain of the wood. And that'll show a lot more when I put a stain on it. It's probably going to be just a clear stain, but all this really pretty graining will pick up the way the leaf turns.
I'll put the eyes in here, then I'll carve part of this. I've got to do the other side. Then I'll carve in the feathers. This is going to be a snake.
That's a good excuse for the wood right. That's just an abstract.
Head up here, and around,
From environmental
we'll
studies
put some
major.
diamonds on it.
Oh, okay. Good
White
combination.
diamonds.
City hall, town hall type of thing.
Yeah.
And my intentions are to be able to carve down behind this tower part, have a cupola and a flag pole up here.
They like the height.
And then I ended up putting a wood stir on the spoon, and then I cut it
So
out.
she'll,
And I can do some bowls. This is a bowl that I made.
they'll do hiking with it.
They both have the hair on the sides, the beards and the mustaches. One has teeth, one does not. But these have been stained and they've been sprayed. They're ready to hang. And I've given both of them names. This is Zed and this one is Pitkin.